So we have 1 more minute to go. Anytime from now, a few seconds to go, the news is going to be released. So you should be taking your trades now. That's how I trade. Okay, few seconds, massive profit. That's nice. That's, oh my God, I hope you guys are seeing this. You're in profit, guys. Massive profit. Massive profit. I hope you guys are seeing this.
So we were looking for more like a sell, more like a buy to sell scenario. Okay, price to continue pushing to the upside somewhere around these zones of 1.036 area. Then we can find a drop all the way to the downside. Like I said, mind you, we are looking for 1,000 pips drop. Okay, so first level you can go for 100% retracement level, which I have to put somewhere around there, which is a 1.0222 area. Then we can have a massive drop all the way to the downside. So hey guys, at my FX right here, the prophetic analyst. So welcome back to our usual weekly market focus for the week of the 13th to the 17th. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into the business of the day. So you can see for last week, just like on the video that you have already seen, we had a lot of win rate. Okay, we were able to make a lot of money and also send free setups to our mentees on the free Telegram community. So if you are not on our free Telegram community, please do what to click on the link on the description below to join our free Telegram community. All right, so we'll be starting off from Euro USD. Okay, for Euro USD, and for last week we were able to catch, I think, approximately over 300 pips plus on Euro USD. Okay, overall. All right, so let me show you guys. You can see these trades that we have taken. Okay, these trades that we have taken just from last week, these two trades, okay, which we had stacked some good trades inside there during the week. And let's see how many pips that we were able to get. Okay, over 200 pips for just last week. Okay, from just these trades. And overall, mind you, you can also remember that we are targeting over 1,000 pips drop on Euro USD to the downside, and I've been predicting this for the past 3 months. Okay, since November I sent it on the free Telegram community. All right, and you guys saw it, and I even posted it on my Twitter at @Maya_FX. So if you are not following me on Twitter, you do well to go follow me on Twitter. Okay, so here on the weekly time frame, I've been projecting these sales, which we have had over 400 pips plus. Okay, all the way to the downside. So we are still looking for more pips. Okay, we should be targeting still. We still have like approximately 700 to another 1,000 pips all the way to 0.96362 area. Okay, all the way to the downside. So let's see what we did for last week and what we should be looking for the coming week. Okay, so for last week we can see price, we had these good nice sniper entries. Like I said, signals were being sent on the free Telegram community, which I'm going to attach it somewhere around in this video, okay, for you guys to see. And I had some good trades which I was holding here all the way to NFP. This second trade here, right, the second trade here was NFP. So we had two good trades on Euro USD, and we have been on like a 6 weeks winning streak. Okay, we have won like 6 trades in a row on Euro USD. And our first set of trades for the year has been a profitable trade, so which was on the 6th. Okay, which we took the first set of trade. All right, our first set of signals were Euro USD for this week, and it smashed good take profit, and other trades came thereafter, which we still smashed take profit on NFP when it was being released. Okay, so for last week we were actually projecting price to come into this area, okay, which is actually a minor key level somewhere around here, in which price has reacted in previous times. But if you see, when price came to that area, price started to push back up to this resistance and somewhere around these areas. Okay, price did not drop actually at this area, but like you can see, we were actually targeting 100% retracement level. So you see, this is why it's always important to always target your 100% retracement level, because price most likely sometimes may want to end somewhere around on that area. Okay, So that's why we had to close some of our trades in which we took here, and even this. Okay, but I still have this trade in which I'm still running 10%. Okay, I'm still holding 10% of this particular trade all the way to our 1000 pips which we are heading. So I'm still swinging these trades all the way to the downside. So this other trade was NFP, and it was being smashed take profit just like you guys saw, and we made a lot of money for ourselves. Even our mentees, we had to trade it live. Okay,
Just play it out. See, DXY is massively bullish, like you guys can see. DXY massively bullish. So what should we be expecting for Euro USD? Bearish, GDP bearish, gold definitely bearish.
even we had to trade it live, okay, for everybody to see. So for the coming week, where is our next level target, and what should we still be looking for or looking at on Euro USD? Okay, so let's see. It's a little bit slightly tricky for Euro USD for next week. Let's go back to our 4-hour time frame. Okay, so Euro USD for the weekly time frame, there you can see Euro USD is very important to always look at your weekly time frame when price closes in a week. Okay, you see that massive bearish and got bearish, more like a pin bar or hammer kind of candle all the way to the downside, and so that shows bearish sentiment in price, or that sellers are trying to push price to the downside. So it's a good intention there in which we can use that to work for next week. Okay, so for next week, what we should be looking for, we have a minor key level here, which let me box it up for you guys. Okay, let's put a box somewhere around there. So for next week, what should we be looking for? So we should be looking for price to break these areas, a retest there, and a push continuations to the downside. Okay, so for the downside, actually if you look left, you see how I'm squeezing that screen right there. I can't even find a resistance level, sorry, a support level. Okay, I can't really find a support level. Let me put a line here. So our first level target would be somewhere around that 1.0919 area, all right, which is quite far. Okay, all the way to the downsides. Okay, but also if we may have some pullbacks, all right, what if we have some pullbacks? Okay, we may have some minor pullbacks of price back into zones like this. Okay, these zones like this. So if we see something like this, okay, we can take advantage of these buy to sells. Okay, then still same drops, okay, to our levels of our 1.009 all the way to the downside. So we are still very much bearish. Okay, we are still very much bearish on Euro USD. Okay, so up next is GBP USD. We are looking for a buy to sell scenarios, price to come back to somewhere around these areas, looking left, okay, and a push continuations to the downside. Okay, so we'll be looking for more like a buy to sell scenario. So you can see how we predicted GBP USD into precision. Okay, for GBP USD, we were looking for price for last week price to drop, okay, which was still very much bearish, and price has given us a very nice drop. So if we look at our weekly candle, okay, how price closed for last week, you can see this massive bearish candle all the way to the downside, and just that candle alone, okay, if you put a line here, just that candle alone for last week was almost 400 pips, 388 pips for just last week. Okay, and since we started predicting the bearishness, it has given us over 600 pips plus. And mind you, on GBP USD, we are targeting over 200 pips. You can see that massive drop down there. Okay, over 200 pips drop on GBP USD. So like I told you guys, most of these trades I'm still holding them on 10% because I really had a very nice sniper entries on them, I myself and also my mentees. Okay, so where our next level target for last week, this is why it's very important that you have an entry setups. Okay, because if you were just being best of what I show you guys on YouTube here, you might have want to, but if you are my mentee, you actually know that we don't have a good entry setup as at the time price was somewhere around here. Okay, so hence why I think around Tuesday thereabouts. Yeah, Tuesday, we were able to find a very good entry on this bullish candle somewhere around here, on that pullback stop loss somewhere around these highs, and we targeted first level target and NFP again. We also sold GDP USD all the way to the downside. Like I said, I'm holding 10% of these trades all the way to the downside. So why would I be predicting 1,000 pips and 2,000 pips to the downside, and I'm not utilizing it to the fullest? Okay, so but it's very important that you take your partials when need be. Okay, so moving forward for this week, okay, on GDP USD, we are going to mark out some zones. I'm going to mark out some zones like so. All right, so actually I'm going to give you guys two zones. We have two minor zones there. So what we should be looking for, a pullback to this first minor area of our 1.22 area, and a drop to the downside. If price fails there, we should be having a more deeper retracement to our 1.3128 area, then a drop to the downside. Let's look left. If we can find a resistance, the resistance is quite far. We could even have the drop all the way to our 1.2000 area, okay, or 20,000 area. So it's due to how volatile price is going to be for the coming weeks. If it's very volatile, we could have a very nice drop or very nice push to the downside. Okay, so if you guys also observe, for the past few weeks, I'm not giving you guys bullish scenarios to show you how certain I have been on this trades. Okay, to show you how certain I've been on this trades, and I have been anticipating this 1,000 to 2,000 pips on most of this space. So that's why I cannot compromise on them. And in case you missed it, or you think we are capping, here is the video. Okay, so I'll only give you guys bearish scenarios, okay, because I'm more like quite sure about these drops, okay, on Euro USD and the pace I like. Okay, so that will be actually our scenarios until price shows us something otherwise, which is a break of the structures of these monthly areas of interest. You can see me right there, monthly areas of interest. Until price is able to alter that monthly area of interest, that's when I would be expecting bullishness on most of this space. But for now, we are still very much bullish, so I won't be giving you bearish rather, so I won't be giving you guys a bullish scenarios. Okay, so you can see how I was able to, I told you guys even from the last week's video, okay, I was very keen. I was more like sure, but I know in forex trading you shouldn't be too sure of what you're doing, but there are some level of confidence that you have grown and gained over using your strategy over the years, your trading strategy over the years, and consistency, that you may be very certain on where price should be going, on what directional buyers should be going from your trend trading and your entries. Okay, so that's why you can see that kind of confidence from myself on my trading strategy, which same thing has been replicated to my students and my mentees, which we are starting on our January mentorship on this Monday, which is apparently, maybe by when you're watching this video, you already started. So if you're interested, you can join our mentorship. Okay, we still have one slot left, and that will be it for this GDP USD. So would be I'll feel more safe. Okay, I'll feel more safe if price clears this area of 94k, okay, which is giving us a break, a retest there, and a push continuations. First level target, okay, we are going to extend our new first level target to our 91k. Okay, so we'll have first level targets 100% retracement level, which is 91k, and we'll be going second level targets, which is 96k. All right, so welcome back. You can see how we predicted the BTC into precision. Okay, we were very much bearish on BTC. We were very much bearish on BTC. From last week's video, you saw me mention how price should be going all the way to the downside, but we were looking for price entry somewhere around this area, though I did not take that trade somewhere around here. All right, so when price opened on Monday, due to some fundamentals, price pushed up to this next level, okay, this next minor key level, all the way to the upside before we had that nice drop, which I was able to catch more like late, because I caught it somewhere around here halfway but this was, believe me, a very good, very decent profit. You guys know how volatile BTC is. Okay, so that's how the prophetic analyst does it, and you can also do same. Okay, so currently for last week, same thing that we were looking for last week. Okay, price is now able to break, price was now able to break our 94k all the way to the downside. So what should we be doing this week? You can see this area here, which I spoke about since last week, for that break, that retest and the push continuations to the downside. Okay, so even though you were trading the 15 minutes, the 1 hour time frame, all right, they were good entry setups or entry possibilities for you. Okay, so if you had that break, you can see that break this week here, that nice break, that retest and a push continuation to this next level of our 91 area. Okay, so price did not just break the 94 area, price also broke the 91 area and broke the 94 area and went to our next target, which was the 91 area. So on seeing this break and retest here, so what should you have done, which I believe most of you also did or did that do trade BTC? Okay, you go for, see our very nice three candle strikes. If you are my mentee, you know what I mean by the three candle strikes. On seeing the three candle strikes too, you target 100% retracement level is always very, very important. You can see how price came to that line, this 91k, which I've been speaking about for over 2 to 3 weeks now on the drops on BTC. So this was a very good, nice opportunity, which if you trade on the 1 hour or the 15 minutes, you might have made a lot of money for yourself even before price came back to these areas. And mind you, we are currently on BTC sales. Okay, we are currently, let me take this out because I did not take that trade. All right, we are currently on BTC sales. You can see price already gave us a lower time frame break and retest. Okay, lower time frame break and retest. Now we are now having a higher time frame break and retest, which is what I spoke about, all right, since 2 weeks now or even more. Okay, I even posted this on my Twitter, which I think I'll add this somewhere around in this video. Okay, so I've been anticipating this drop on BTC for the longest of time. Like I said, the crypto guys will not like this. I predicted the break even before all this. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. We have had 4 consecutive wins on BTC. So I've been very keen about the drop or the bearishness on BTC. But on the long run, if it gets to 96k, we may have a push back to the upsides or even depart. But for now, price has to drop all the way to the downside. Okay, anything that has charts is more like tradable and can be, that trades with the USD can be traded. Okay, so currently I've actually sent a trade on BTC USD to free Telegram community. Okay, which I'm going to add it around. We don't really trade on weekends, but I saw these very nice setups, which I had to take it. Okay, which, like I said, I've shared the signal. Stop loss is just at this week here. Okay, we had that nice trade, so we are targeting this 100% retracement level down, then we can go all the way to our 87k. Okay, so first level target as usual 91k again, then I can also swing it to 84k. So like I always say, do well to mark these things on your PC or your device or whatever device you are using to trade. Okay, I know the crypto guys may not like this, but it is what it is. This has to happen at the time for the trend to happen. So that's it on BTC. Up next is the DXY. If price fails from moving from that area, we can also have a deeper retracement to a 107 ounce and all the way to the upside. Okay, but if you may ask me, we are very much bullish on the DXY and we'll be leaving it at that. Okay, for the bullishness on the DXY. Back, I hope you can see how we predicted the DXY into precision for last week. Okay, the DXY also closed with a very nice bullish candle to the upside, and like you guys already know, we are targeting over 1000 pips to the upside, and so far we have been predicting this since November all the way to the upside. So price, we have been on these buys, DXY buys all the way to the upsides. And if you have been watching our videos for the past 2 to 3 months now, you have been seeing me speaking on DXY bullishness for the past few months, and this has been what has been happening so far on the DXY. Okay, DXY has been bullish. So why do we analyze the DXY? Because if you understand the trend of the DXY, we can also know how to trade on other pairs in which are directly or inversely correlated to it. Okay, so without taking much of your time, where are the next level targets for the DXY is still very much bullish. If you go back to that weekly time frame, let's see our next level target is quite far. Okay, so we had smashed our first TP and now our second TP, which we have even done more than half, I think over 700 pips plus. So if we are going for our next levels, should be somewhere around our 113 area, which is quite far. Okay, so let's go back to the 4-hour time frames. So on the 4-hour time frames, we should be seeing price come back somewhere around these zones. Okay, this range here. Okay, more like a little bit retracement into this area before continuations to the upsides like so. Okay, and if this area fails, I like to give you guys 2 levels. Okay, there's also another level of the 108 here. Price could be bearish to that area before a push continuations to the upside. So like I said, for the past 2 weeks or more, I haven't been giving you guys 2 directional buyers because I'm quite keen about the directions of this trend, and I don't really see the trend changing. Before the trend is going to change, it has to move at least more like 400 to 300 pips before we could have a change, which is going to take more than 2 weeks for that to happen. Okay, so for now, we are still very much bullish on the DXY. So up next is USDCHF. We could have more like a deeper retracement into the areas of the 0.902 area, then we can have that bullishness back to 0.9161 area. Okay, so more like a sell to buy scenarios. Okay, we are still very much bullish on USDCHF. Welcome back. I believe you can see how we predicted USDCHF into precision. We also spoke about these areas that we were looking for price to continue. USDCHF is more like directly correlated to the DXY. Okay, so we made over how many pips move? We had over almost 200 pips moves to the upside on USDCHF, and since when we started predicting this bullishness on USDCHF all the way from the 9th of December all the way down here, we have made, let's see, so far we have made over 400 pips move to the upside. So USDCHF is still very much bullish, and you can see the last week's candle close bullish right there. You can see price is currently seated on a resistance. Looking left, you can see multiple week rejections, and now price is currently on that area. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to modify these zones like so. All right, I'm going to modify it like so. Now let me keep it at that. So price is currently seated on that higher time frame resistance area. So what does this mean? You go to your lower time frame, you should be having some minor pullbacks. Okay, that's why you are not seeing price is finding it difficult or slightly difficult to break off that high. So before price has to do that, it has to retrace or pull back to a certain level. So let's mark out the next level there. Okay, so this is our first levels. Okay, price could come into this area of a 0.913 area, then a push continuations to the upside. Okay, if price fails that area, we can also have a deeper retracement back to our 0.905 area, then a push continuations to the upside. All right, so that is the bullishness for the day for USDCHF, and we'll keep it at that. And for last week, you can also see we had 2 trades here. We also had NFP while I was holding these trades, and I'm still very much holding these buys all the way from the downside here back to the upside at just 10% of my account, okay, in which I risk. All right, so I'm just holding the 10% of the profit, rather not like the account in which I risk the profit, in which I made 10% is being held for my 1000 pips, in which we are projecting all the way to the upside. So, and also I sent another signal inside here. If you look deep inside there, you see that we have 2 trades on USDCHF there, and we have been on more like 1 2 3 4 5, okay, 5 consecutive wins on USDCHF for the past few months. Okay, and this other signal was also sent few hours, I think around 11 a.m. okay, before, even before CPI, so we, sorry, NFP, so we even had to held it to NFP, which gave us this massive push to the upside, and we were able to make a lot of money, and you guys too were very happy, which you guys also made a lot of money from the live sessions which we traded NFP live with you guys. All right, so that's it for USDCHF. The last but not the least, USDJPY. For USDJPY, for last week we were predicting, we had this range which I spoke about. Okay, price is more like ranging on USDJPY. So what are we going to do on if we are trading range? Not different from what we did last week. We are looking for a breakout retest and a push continuations to the upside, or apparently a break to the downside, retest and a push continuations to the upside. But which levels are we favoring? We very much favor the upside, because we know that USDCHF is very much bearish, sorry, very much bullish in this case. Okay, so we may have price even come back as low as these areas, okay, as low as that area there, and a push continuations to our next level, which is our 161 area to the upside. So that's it for USDJPY, and that's it for this week, guys. And if you are still watching this video to this very moment, please do well to smash that subscribe button, like, share, and drop a comment on the comment section. It costs you $0 to like, $0 to comment, or $0 to also subscribe. Okay, so this is the only way to help encouraging us to create more forex educational content, and let us know how our content has been able to help you for the past few months. This is also a new year. I believe you should be serious with your trading, and also following us for our trading tips, and joining our free Telegram community, and also share it with your friends and families, okay, so that they can also benefit from the free things that we do around here. So that will be it for this week, and always keep trusting the process. See you guys next week, and cheers.